Hello, welcome to Inside Story. My name is Clementine Tsvetanov and I will be your host. And today I have the pleasure to have with me Alina, and she will explain a little bit where she's coming from, why she's coming in Cyprus. And Inside Story is here we are here to discuss about how insights empower people during this journey and how they find their way through their own path. So thank you, Alina, for being here. Can you tell us a little bit more about where a little bit about your story? I know you're coming from Romania. You came here like 15 years ago.
Hello. Hi, Clementine. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Pleasure.
Yes, indeed, almost 15 years. I'm in Cyprus. I'm coming from Romania. I came when I was 20 and something. Then for me, it's a dream place.
How was it for you coming here in Cyprus? What made you come from?
My fiancé on that time, he chose to come in Cyprus and I followed him.
How old were you? You said like 20?
20, I think I was 24 or somewhere there. Yes.
Were you afraid of going in a new country? Or?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, I was really afraid. I was afraid that I'm not speaking English properly. I was afraid of new culture. I was afraid of everything, actually. But because he was here and some other friends, they were here, I felt somehow supported.
So was it the first time that you leave Romania?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was your childhood in Romania? Did you have a nice childhood?
Yes. I was every summer in holiday on my grandparents, so I grew up somehow in the village. And I think that's the real life. When we play with the kids, a lot of kids, around with the balls and a lot of other games.
And so you came in Cyprus, and here is hot. And how was it to integrate here in Cyprus?
Actually, I was dreaming from when I was a child. I never liked the cold. I never liked winter. So when I was a child, I was dreaming to come here, to live in a country where the birds, they are living, in the autumn. The birds from our countries, they are going in a hotter place, warm place. So I was saying one day I'm going to fly with them. So now I'm living my dream.
And so you came here in Cyprus and you were working?
Yes. While I was in Romania, I was working in an office. But coming here, it was this mindset, if you go in a foreign country, you need to start from down.
Really? So you had to work?
I had to, yes, to look for a job as a waitress on that time. But I did enjoy even this job. I really enjoyed it. I learned so much.
Yeah, was it not like frustrated to, after doing some studies, you have to go back?
Yes, in Romania actually I was working for Pepsi. So I was finishing university. But yes, it was frustrating, but I was scared in the same time because it was a challenge. I was learning English at school, but it's not the same thing when you come and you actually speak. The first 6 months I was just answering. I was afraid to speak. I was afraid to answer. I was just answering. That's it. And after 6 months, slowly, I understand that I can speak English.
So did you take some private lesson or?
No, I had a school. I was in philology in high school, so we had English lesson every day.
So it was really like out of your comfort zone.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes.
And slowly you started to speak.
Yes. I started to speak afterwards, after a few years, because I was working in a hotel for a few years, and everyone was speaking English. But in some point, management changed, and they start speaking Greek around.
Were you speaking Greek?
Yes. And then I said, oh my God, it was an event, something happened. Someone asked me in Greek to bring them toothpicks, which is glyphides, yes. And I thought he's asking me about Glenfiddich, which is a whiskey. So I went there smiling and I asked, do you want with ice? And everyone was laughing, and that was the moment when I said, that's it, I'm gonna learn Greek. So I started going to school. The government actually is offering Greek lesson for foreigners.
Was it easy for you to learn Greek?
No.
How long it took you to learn Greek?
Few years. Even now I don't think I speak very well. My Greek is not amazing, but I can communicate, and I think this is important.
And is it also a little bit like out of your comfort zone sometimes?
Oh yes, but depends with who I'm speaking. You know, if they are friends, they know, and I'm trying to speak in Greek. If it's something I don't know, I switch in English.
But you find the people helping you when you're talking in Greek? Are
they actually, my Cyprus friends actually, they switch in English very easy. If they find that it's a bit difficult, either they help, but most of the time we are switching in English.
And so, how was your life in Cyprus? What make you stay here, really?
I think the mindset of the island generally, and I think this is what I still like. The fact that here they're a mix of culture. You can see people from everywhere going together, doing together things, and I think this is amazing. And people, they are very welcoming, smiling. I saw this difference when I went to Romania. People there, they are in a hurry all the time.
Stress.
Yes, stress. Here, the stress that is not visible. Especially because I work like few years in a coffee shop. I see people in the morning before going to the office. They were coming, they were socializing, they were having their coffee, or maybe some of them, they would go to swim in the morning after going to coffee, and after work, at 3 o'clock in the lunchtime again, they would come for a coffee again. And I like that thing, you know, because they know how to
relax.
They know how to relax, yes. In my culture, we are all the time doing something, non-stop. But in Cyprus, I learned to calm down. You know, you finish work, you can go to the beach, have a swim, and go into vacation mode.
Yeah, it's difficult to switch afterwards once you have felt this lifestyle. Right?
Yes.
Yes. And so you say you came here with your partner?
Yes.
How was the life here for your partner? How did it go for him?
I don't really know if he did enjoy. I'm sure that he enjoyed it for some time, but now he decided to go back. We came together, but in some time we broke up. And I think this was the switch moment for me. This was the moment when I actually opened my wings and I start growing.
Why? What was the issue?
Let me think. What was the issue? I think I was very dependent on him. I wasn't doing anything without him. And actually I didn't know who I am, what I like to do. So I was a people pleaser actually. Not just for him, even for the rest. I didn't have any moment thinking of myself, what I really want. I was the good girl all the time.
So you had the same friends and you were always going in the same place with him?
Yes, of course. When we would go out or something, if I had some plans, I would ask him, what do you want to do? If he would want to do something, we would do that thing.
And you felt that you go away from yourself, right?
Were
you aware of it?
No. In that moment I thought it's absolutely not. Now, because I'm so many years difference and I start knowing myself, now I can see, but in that moment, no. Yeah. I was like in a prison, you know, a prison, my own prison.
Like a bubbles.
Yes, in my big bubble, pink bubble.
And how long have you been together before this?
No, we've been together for 10 years. Almost.
So you stayed together for 10 years, and you were living before in Romania together.
Yes.
So was it difficult for you after once this separation finished to actually integrate again in Cyprus because you were not anymore in this bubble.
Yes.
Now you are on your own in a new country. Was there a lot of fear coming up?
It was, I think that was one of the most difficult moments of my life, because for me he was my life. So in the moment when we broke up, I felt like I have a crystal ball which is pieces, become pieces. But then slowly I start putting the pieces back. I had my friends' support. On that time I have very good friends. They really supported me. And plus I had my colleagues from work, which again, they supported me with everything. That's why I said Cypriots that are amazing, because I never felt in a team the way I felt there.
So how did they help you?
First of all, when I was going at work, I wasn't able to talk. If I would watch someone, I would just cry. So I was doing doing coffee, yes, and I love doing coffee. Even now, I was like, it was my passion. Yes, I was go in the front of coffee machine and I would just not think. So I was all the time on the coffee machine. And my manager, Angelos, thank you. My manager then he actually supported me, and I went to Barista of the Year. He proposed me for Barista Uno, and I won Barista Uno in Costa. So somehow I just went to work.
You're trying to avoid the pain and everything.
Yes, and I was just working.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course we had discussion, and I had a very low self-esteem on that time. And that's why we had discussion, and I remember even now he told me in some point, I was saying, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, what I'm gonna do to this, or he said, okay, do you want to punch yourself or I'm gonna punch you? So then slowly, the fact that I went to this competition, and after that I win the other one, made me feel that I'm worth it, and slowly.
Were you doing something in particular to start to move on in your life, or?
Yes, I was learning to live with myself. I had another friend, which I find out that after that he was actually a coach. Then he was in the coaching school, but I didn't know. So somehow he just gave me some books to read. Even now I remember it was Louise Hay. Oponopono as well. I read about Oponopono. And from one book I went to the other one. And he was just giving me some hints. You know, you can go out for a walk by yourself. You don't need someone. And he was like an example. If he could go in he was in another country. If he would go by himself just to make photos and going to the mountains, why I wouldn't go in Cyprus walking around, you know? So in some point I said, okay, I don't need someone to go for a walk. I don't need someone to go to the beach. Because before being in a relationship, I didn't know to do these things by my own. I didn't know it's possible. And I was wondering, okay, now what I'm gonna do? I was going home. Maybe I had a lot of things to do, but in that moment it was very strange.
You were like paralyzed. What can I do? Not being able to think. Yeah, because you felt that, you know, this was your life, and now you felt like you lost everything.
Yeah.
And where to start?
I had nothing and I lost everything.
Yeah. And how was your parents? Were you worried about you because you've been fiancé for 10 years and then you broke up, you're in a different country and you have to, you know,
actually my dad, he came in Cyprus that time, and I remember, I remember he wrote me something on my notebook while I was at work, and I saw it after he left, and he said, instead of wiping your tears, wipe from your life the people that make you cry.
Nice.
So yeah, but yeah, slowly I don't know, I think I grow up, because the universe, God, I believe in God. Maybe some people doesn't. I believe in God. God give me the right people in the right moment.
And so you started to build up yourself again. And what did you do now with this new life? where is something that is coming up for you, like you wanted to do something different about your life, or?
I don't know. I just want to be able to live the present and have to have trust and no worries. Are you referring to the future or?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, did you felt like you wanted to change something?
No, I wanted to survive. Actually, that was the survival mood. I had to fight I had 2 jobs. I had to, I don't know, to rent something, to buy a car. And yes, I had to survive. That's why, that was actually the fight. That was the...
And how did you manage with all of these expenses and low income?
I was working 2 jobs.
Working 2 jobs?
Yes, it was, I remember for 1 year, I think I was working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
But it was okay. That's why I said that in the both companies, my managers, they were really understanding. Because maybe I came from one job and I was super tired, then I was going to the other one. In the morning when I was working in Costa. When I was coming in Costa, maybe because I was finishing the job at 1 o'clock in the night, I was a bit tired. But now I remember that doesn't matter how tired I was. In the moment when I was in the front of the coffee machine, it was like everything it was deleted. I miss doing coffee actually.
What was so specific for you about this that you enjoyed? Was it the aroma that reminded you something?
Yes, first the aroma, making a quality and making people happy. I had some clients which they would come just for me to make their coffee. And they would come back and they would say, "We're always happy when you do our coffee. You make our morning more beautiful." So that makes me so... It's so fulfilling.
It's something about energy, you know, when you're doing things, when you're cooking, if you are like happy and you give, the people will feel it.
Yes, so I'm 100% sure that that's real. I realize if I'm cooking and I'm not cooking now, generally.
Okay.
Now not anymore. But if I'm cooking and when I was cooking and I had to, not always the food was nice. But now, when I'm cooking because I want, and I make it with pleasure. And my food, even it's super simple, I like to make just fish, and that's it. But it's so tasty, because I know it's my full energy there.
Yeah, you give your love.
Yeah.
So, after, what did you do? Did you change job, or?
Yes. Again, colleagues and friends. After I was telling myself that I can more than that, because I wanted to work in office from the moment I came back, and I knew that in Romania I could do that, why not in Cyprus? So I started applying. And in some point I got so tired I wanted to quit. And actually I quit Costa. I wanted to go to Italy to a friend. I booked my ticket for 3 weeks, if I'm not wrong. And I had like 2 options. Once to go to Italy for these 3 weeks to see how it's going there, if I stay there, or I could go in Protaras, to work in Protaras. But before I left I quit already, I was quitting. Before I left to Italy, I got an interview in Marina, and I become office assistant.
Okay.
And my manager then, the owner of the company, he said, "You have 3 choices. You can go in Italy, have fun, see if you like there. You stay 1 month with us, you go in Protaras, and after you choose." But no, I knew that I wanted to work for them. And it was a really good decision.
So what did you do there?
For the first 2 months I was office assistant, and after that I was a project manager for maintenance. I learned so many things there. So many things.
We can see from the way you talk and everything, you're always like very positive. Do you do anything for this to maintain yourself positive?
I think I'm just grateful for the things I got and from the people I have. I'm not always like that. I have moments when I'm down, of course, like everyone. But I'm trying to remember what is beautiful in my life.
Mm.
And there are a lot of things.
So now you're doing another job, or is it still the same?
No, now I'm doing another job. Now I'm a team lead.
Team leader.
Yes.
Okay. For a team for what?
We are doing customer support.
Is it difficult? Like
Yes.
you have to deal a lot with a complaint, or?
Yes, it's very difficult. It's really challenging. The company is very big. It's one of the best companies in Cyprus, if you ask me.
Okay. Of course.
But I'm subjective, of course. Yes, it's challenging because I was never ready for that, and every day it's a new challenge and new things. And I wasn't a team leader before, so now I'm growing with my team, with the challenging in the team, speaking with people. But I'm doing all I can to fulfill the company needs. Yes, what we need, and my team's needs.
How do you feel, when you're a leader for a team,
Yes.
you always have this part of you that has to like supervise and,
Yes.
give them the instruction, give them kind of order.
Yeah.
And in the same time, you want to maintain a good atmosphere, being friendly. How do you find this balance for yourself in your job?
Sometimes I don't.
Okay.
But I try to explain them, if I ask them something, I try to explain them why. And this again I learned in Costa. When it was extremely busy and I have a lot of order to do, I just panic and I didn't know what to do. So my another manager came and he said, if you start doing all, you won't finish anyone. So when you're extremely busy, breathe and take it from one and make it one by one. This is the only way. And now, even now, when I'm in the office and maybe I have 100 tasks, I'm trying to understand which is priority, and I'm gonna do them one by one. And as well, every time when he asked me something, to do something, he explained me why. So it was much more easy for me, because I work in different coffee shops, in different places. So the mindset in each of them is different, even if it's the same franchise. Yes, it's the same company. And after I worked few years in this way, I knew the way it's working here. I was working there. When I moved to the other one, they were things that I had to change, and it was very difficult, because it's a habit. So every time when he asked me to change something, he would explain me why. So for me, it would be much more easy to change, yes, and to accept the change, because I knew the reason behind. So this is what I'm trying to do now with my team. If I'm asking them to do something, I will explain them why I want to do that thing.
It's a little bit like children.
Yeah, I don't.
You just say do this, and you don't explain them, why we're doing this for them, and this is going. They are a little bit not really motivated, and they're much more cooperative usually when you explain them why and you take the time to.
I think I would say just no. If you would just tell me do that, I won't do it.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't tell me why.
So it's a good insight to understand that we need to explain why we're doing. And so this is the way you manage. And how is it with clients when they complain? How do you take distance? How do you not take things personally? You were saying you had a little bit low self-esteem before. Do you feel sometime you need to get the approval of the client and it's difficult to deal with their complaint? Do you feel sometimes it's like attacking you personally?
On the beginning, yes. I was crying so much. In the beginning, yes. If a client would say something, even if I would try to do everything to help him or her, and I would get a bad review, I would say, I don't understand, why would you do that? But after I try to understand that this is not about me. The person is really frustrated, and maybe I would be frustrated if I would be in his or her place. And I try to empathize and to listen, because if you understand what is the root cause and you make the person feel listened. I learned something, that we have two sides of the brains thinking, yes? One is the rational one and one is the emotional one, yes? So if you're in a emotional one and someone is trying to explain you something rational, it's like another, no, it's like another vibration, it's another, I don't know.
Communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
So first of all, if someone is very angry, with kids, how you said, yes, if your kid is going to the supermarket and wants an ice cream, and you explain him that sugar is not good, will he understand? No, he will cry and he will shout for the ice cream. But if you go in your knees and you explain him, you first empathize with him and make him listen, understand that you understand his anger and his fury, and he will understand that he cannot get the ice cream. So first you need to bring him to the level of rational, and just then give the rational explain. So this is what I was trying to do with our clients.
It's like calming down this mind, this
Yes.
part of our brain, so
Yes.
that now it can be rational again.
Yes.
Yeah, because we say when we are in like fight and flight, this rational part is not working anymore. So yeah, they cannot connect.
And I know for myself as well, if I'm angry, you cannot explain me anything because I cannot listen.
So you found ways like this. Do you feel like now you get less triggered when people
Yes.
are telling you things?
Yes.
Or
Yes, I think this is the same like for sport. Like being, before when I was driving, I was so angry all the time when someone cut my way or, oh, okay, sometimes I am now. Depends of my mood or how, if I'm rested or not. But generally I'm trying to just calm down and think about, do I want to ruinate my day because this guy didn't allow me pass? No. Would I change something? No.
So you have the time not to observe really yourself.
Yes.
And being more mindful about what decision you want to take.
Yes.
Do I want to be right or do I want to be happy, right?
Yeah. Okay, not all the time it's working, but
Yeah, of course.
it's going
an
with the
ongoing
practice.
process. Yes.
Yes. I think it's going to be forever.
And how do you feel your relationship with your team? Are they, friendly with you? Are they understanding?
Yes. Maybe it's too friendly sometimes.
Too friendly. It's difficult to find the right balance to put the boundaries in the
Yes.
same time. Is that
Yes.
something you do in particular for this?
Not necessary. No, I'm trying to be me. Before, yes, I was listening a lot of leaders, or maybe some friends of mine, which they are leaders, and they were saying in the beginning, oh, you have to be tough. They don't have to know anything about you. It's just work, just numbers.
But didn't work for you, this approach?
I never try because I cannot be. So it's just me. I don't have a recipe. It's just me.
And how is it to be just you? Do you feel like sometimes you have to wear a mask or not? Is there some situation where you feel like you have to wear a mask?
Yes, of course. I don't think it's okay. Let's say you have a bad day. You cannot go at work to destroy everyone's mood, no? So you have a bad day at work, you don't have it. At work, you're at work. But generally, I'm really happy at work. Like, even I have a bad day, it's the same like with the coffee machine. I just switch. I'm there, so I'm 100% there. If I'm here with you, I want to be here with you 100%. Not always it's working, because generally I take the work with me at home. This is a thing I'm working on.
Why do you think you're taking work at home? Is that
I know.
a need for approval from behind that is coming up, or?
I don't know. I feel like I need to be there, Maybe it's still this thing with the fact that if I don't do that extra step, I'm not enough. So, or I'm not doing good. I think here it's the trigger. But I'm thinking that when I was an agent, yes, or I would like my team lead to answer me when I have a problem. But the only thing what I need to understand now is when it's a serious problem and I have to answer, and when it's not.
Yeah, finding
Finding balance.
systems to also like kind of regulate what and prioritize what needs to be done now. And I know also that you studied to be a coach.
Yeah.
Is it more like a business coach?
I did the coaching school after an NLP practitioner. So I'm a coach, NLP practitioner, and I choose to be career growth coach because this is where it's my expertise. Yes, from ice cream seller, I become. I was working in Pepsi in the office, and after again here from waitress, barista, project manager, and I'm team leader. So I think this is the thing I know the best to do. So this is what I can share with the others. I think, in my opinion, as a coach, you support your client, but it's good to know from where you support. So I could empathize with I like to empathize with my client, and if I never passed through that thing, I wouldn't know to empathize.
Yeah, it would be difficult for you to connect with them, understanding what they mean, and
yes.
So how is it? Were you having also some issue at the beginning? You know, when you started your career as a coach, were you having like a lot of self-limiting beliefs?
Of course, yes, yes. I was afraid that I'm not a good coach. What a good coach has to do. Maybe if my clients wouldn't do the things they promised themselves they wouldn't do.
Then it would be your fault.
Yes, of course. But now I know it's not about me. So my job as a coach is to support you, to show you the way, to ask the right questions so you can. But the job, it's done by the client.
So this has been also a process for you.
Yes.
What do you think was the turning point for you to really like looking, okay, these are all my limiting beliefs, it's not me, and I really want to do this coaching with others and helping others from my own experience?
I think inside it was.
The
first insight, yes. When I've been first to insight one. So before I came to insight, I was finishing my coaching school, and I started slowly to make something in Facebook, so some advertising. And I've been to a new networking event where you were a speaker there. Where after the speaker would finish, we're supposed to make networking and share whatever we do. So we know it was for small businesses. So I get there. I make everything, flyers. I was working myself to promote myself. And when I get there, I felt some heat inside me and I said, no, I cannot do that. I was so shy.
What was the thought in your head at that time? Do you remember?
That everyone here has a business. Who am I to be here?
So you put other on the pedestal and you felt small.
Yes, so I was shy to speak with anyone. I just took my bag and left home. After that came inside. And I had this discussion with the facilitator. And I understand that for me, coaching, it's something inside me. It's my diamond. And no one can take it from me. This is who I am. And
this is the experience you have, stored for so many years.
Yes, actually, he make it like a story. He told me if I would have a big piece of gold, yes, and it's somewhere there in the dirt. The dirt, what is it? The people beliefs, what people they're saying to you, your experiences, when I don't know, maybe your low self-esteem, what you tell to yourself. So is this diamond or gold, whatever, and it's getting dirty with this bad or negative
experience or things you heard.
But if this gold is getting dirty, and it's covered in dirt, doesn't mean that it's not gold anymore. No, doesn't mean that it's not valuable. So this is what he made me understand. He switched me, and he made me start cleaning the gold. And it's a full process.
It's really about where you're focusing on, right?
Yes.
You were probably focusing on all the thing that was not working, and now you're telling you this is already here. You have it. You already are what you're looking for.
Yes.
Yes. And so, how did you come to Insight? How did you hear about Insight?
One of my friends, she's been to Insight, and she explained me, but she didn't say everything, you know. She said, I know that this is amazing for you, and I trust her. Yes, and very good that I did.
What's happened for you there? Was it challenging to open up, or how did you feel?
I felt very safe. I felt safe, and from then my self-esteem started growing from when I finished coaching school. But slowly, all the events, they came after. How I said, the events, they are coming when you need them. The same like the people, and I think Insight came in the right moment.
And you did after also. You were also an assistant, right, in Insight?
Yes.
How was it for you? Why did you want to be an assistant?
Because I wanted to help the others, but I didn't realize that even being an assistant, you're working with you.
Yeah, of course.
I remember the third day. First of all, I was so frustrated that I'm late.
I remember.
Yes, and it was that thing that, especially with the day before, we were speaking about late, and what's the problem when you're late is the way you see yourself when you're late. It's not necessary that you're late. You can accept that you're late and that's it. But when you're late and you're frustrated about that, there is the problem. So in the third day, it's the day with the parents, if I'm not wrong. So I start crying from the time when I wake up.
Yeah.
Yes, and I late.
So you were, but everything happened for a reason for you.
Yes, of course.
Were you ever late after that?
Yes, but I'm not judging myself for it.
You're not judging yourself.
Not so much anymore.
What do you say in your head when?
For example, even today I late. Yes, I was driving and I said, "Do I want to push the pedal or do I want to get there?" And I said, "Okay, I want to get there." Now, if I'm going 5 minutes after, it is what it is.
And you find the people more open about it as you are changing your way of thinking? How is it?
You weren't mad at me. No, I'm trying not to do it. Like, I don't like that I'm doing it. But this is the process as well. But I accept it. First of all, you need to accept. I know I need to accept it. And then slowly, it change. It's a decision in the end.
Alina, also, you are coming often when we're having barbecue, events from the community.
Yeah.
Why? What do you feel there? What is making you to come again and again? What do you think you're looking for?
I think inside, first of all, it's the event that happened. It's the seminar. But inside is not just the seminar. It's what's happening after. Why? Because you feel like you're part of something. I feel that I'm part of something. And generally, people which they are coming to work with themselves, it's impossible not to make connection. So the fact that you can go somewhere with people which they have similar interests like you, it's amazing. So, or something. Sometimes I remember one time I was very tired from work. I was really down, and we went for a hike. That changed everything. The connection with the people, the fact that we were, it was difficult to hike, yes. The fact that we did this thing together, I think it's amazing. So it's not just the seminar, it's the fact that when you're in trouble, it's impossible not to be someone to talk to you or to
support you.
To support you, yes. And I realized that you are like the people you are surrounded.
Yeah, your peer group become
Yes,
who you are.
I'm
Yeah.
smoking or not. I'm not a smoker, but I'm smoking. Yes. When I'm going out with people which they are smoking, I'm smoking. When I'm going out with people which they are not smoking, they're not smoking. I'm not smoking. So I think the peer people, they are very important.
Yes.
The mindset, you copy or you learn from them. And most of the people which they are inside, they are amazing people. So
Yes, it's true. And also one thing that you're talking about is that how many people think that they go to one seminar 3 days
yes,
and then they will have nothing to do anymore. And it's not like this. You learn tools so that you can start to implement them. But if you go back to your old environment with friends that maybe are not supporting you in this journey that you want to, like you were saying, maybe friends that doesn't have the same kind of habits,
yes,
you might not go where you want to go. Where you want to
Yes.
go in this direction, but they are going in this direction.
Yes.
So you need maybe to maintain and stay more with these people that are going in the same direction that you're
Yes.
looking for, so that they can have the habits like you are looking for. And you
Yes.
can start to also, as you were explaining, like mirroring
Yes.
them and start to have similar habits, which will really bring you where you want to go.
Yeah, that's true.
And you did also Insight 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yes.
And how was your Insight 2?
It was hard. Oh, it was super challenging. But I think the people when we do a seminar, I think we're so connected because we take all our shield out. So we are somehow naked in front of each other. Like, I'm not afraid to say anything about myself in front of my peer group that I did inside, because I know I'm not gonna be judged for who I am. Even I'm wrong, even if I'm ugly, even if I don't know, maybe I have some difficult feelings, I can be me, and I know they're not gonna be judging me, and of course I'm not gonna judge them. So I've seen many perspectives. When I had an issue and we were maybe few people talking, and I could see some other perspective because of them.
Yeah, so it was very liberating, and in the
Yes.
same time you get a lot from the others also perspective,
Yeah.
especially when you are open, and you can
Yeah.
only be open when you are letting down.
I think in Insight too, I could open myself and I could be open myself. For example, before Insight 2, I was very shy to dress with or get high heels at work. I would feel very bad, and I would feel that it's not. It's
People
not.
will judge you.
Yes, and I would no. So I would just take normal clothes. Yes, but after Insight 2, I understand that I am who I am, and I don't care if people they are judging me. The one which they are like me or they will like me anyway, and the one which they don't like me, they will go away. So
So now you're feeling like you're having more people in your life
yes.
that like you, the way you are, and that
Yes.
you can be free.
Yes. I can be me. Now I can be me, and I'm not afraid that I'm gonna be alone because it's me.
So is there anything you like to share? And one last thought you like to share to people that are watching, maybe someone, having the same issue like you had, feeling like low self-esteem, not feeling like really that they can be themselves, not even knowing who they are because they've been in a relationship for a long time, and now they're breaking this relationship and they forgot who they are. So is there anything you like to share, any stories?
I think they can come and do Insight. Just trust themselves. I'm blocked now. I don't know what I can say. For me, there are two reasons why you're growing. For pain or for pain and pleasure. These are the two motivations. Either you're in very big pain and you need to do something to get out of there, either from that thing what you have to do, it gives you so much pleasure and you want to do it again.
Mm. So if they feel like they want to go out of this pain, what would you tell them about this pain?
To accept it, first of all, to understand it. And as soon as you understand that you're there, you can do the smallest step you can do to go out.
Hmm. And imagine it's you now talking to Alina this, long time ago when she just had this story with her ex-partner and she's down, she's not believing in herself and everything. What would you tell her today?
That she is 100 times better than she believes she is. This I would say.
Thank you, Alina.
Thank you too.